Stay out of my way, or I won't hold back. Slice!
Sweeping the area!
Why don't you just settle down?
Have some more.
What's more?
Here's a bonus!
I won't let you escape. I'll blow you away!
Guarded! Defending! Going all out! Let's stop this now! Terminating combat!
you two, come take a look at this. We finally finished the framework for the Dreadnought.
You've been working on that for me?
Of course! It's every artisan's dream to build an airship, my friend. We were so close to completing it, we figured we might as well cross the finish line. Now, come on, come on!
Yeah, it did take us a while to gather all the parts.
We put more work on Awen's table. I feel a little guilty about that. At any rate, let's go to the depot.
Whoa, that's amazing! I never would have imagined, brother!
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I'm sure you can tell, Logy, but this is really only the framework. As it stands, this airship is nothing more than a glorified blimp.
I see. So, what else do we need to do?
The next part's gonna be the toughest. Frankly, I didn't think we'd make it this far.
Did you say something?
Oh, no, just thinking out loud. I'll pretend I've been tricked and go along with whatever happens. All right, we better get started by going to see our boss. Awen, could you come with us?
You got it. This is gonna be the true test.
So, what did you want to discuss regarding the Dreadnought? I saw something at the port. Is that it?
No, that's only phase 1. We're still far from calling it a true Dreadnought as it stands.
What we need now is a reinforced engine that can take a beating. That's the biggest bottleneck.
In other words, we need to do more than collect materials and synthesize them like we have been?
Yeah, these steps require the raw materials to be of a certain strength. Furthermore, making adjustments to the engine is difficult, even for the most skilled alchemist.
I see. I'm going to do my best.
It's going to take a lot more than just doing your best, concerning what's at stake here.
We'll discuss the rest back at the depot. Logy, let's take care of business first.
I understand that building an engine can be difficult, but what do you mean by reinforcing it?
If we drop the engine into the ship right now, the body can't handle the power output. It might explode.
Wow, that sounds really dangerous.
There are a few materials that'll fit the bill to reinforce it. We'll need to use more rare metals.
So, we'll need to import these metals when we can, and also have the homunculi reproduce them.
I think you know what I'm gonna say, but we're already way beyond our budget.
Then, you mean we need to convince Sol to approve importing the metals?
I'm afraid so.
This just got a lot more difficult. I can't believe we've come this far, just to run out of money.
It's quite a dilemma, but I understand. I'll help you convince Sol. I'm sure we'll be able to borrow his homunculi for a little while.
But, on the other hand, if we can overcome this problem, we'll be able to finish the airship, right?
Right. And it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. Let's keep that up.
Yes! Whatever you need synthesized, leave it to me.
I'll work on recipes and continue the ship's design. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Then it's just like our normal workflow.
I guess you have a point there.
You two are a match made in heaven.
When you spend enough time with someone, you get to know them. It's completely normal.
All right, we're so close to finishing. Let's buckle down.
I see. So the metal-eating dragon has once again taken our materials.
What would you like to do, sir? Should we put in a request with the hunting team?
This is no ordinary foe. Frankly, this is beyond the skills of any team we could assemble. Let's request support from Central City. Perhaps they'll send more than the investigators to help us. I'll continue thinking of solutions on our end, but we should wait and see how Central Command responds.
Understood. We'll increase our security as much as we can.
Thank you. Though some casualties may be unavoidable, whatever you do, be careful.
Excuse me, Soul. I actually have a little favor to ask of you.
Impossible. Hey, you didn't even wait to hear what she had to...
Surely this regards the Dreadnought project, correct? If I am mistaken, then I withdraw my prior comment.
Well, yes, it does.
I figured as much. So, what are you looking for this time? I'll listen, but nothing more.
Even in its current state, we've successfully built it to travel faster than a blimp. However, it is still far from being able to break through the floating fortress. We can't reach the ruins.
So, we want more materials to strengthen the ship.
You always ask for the impossible. Remember, my homunculi have their normal tasks to complete as well. Marion insisted that I agree to help you reproduce those rare metals. Nonetheless, you need to collect the raw materials. We cannot produce those for you.
But we need to make it stiffer, or there's no point in even putting the engine onto the airship.
It's true. We need to make the framework a lot stronger. Is there anything you can do for us?
I am not entirely against the shipbuilding idea. We have come this far, we should see it through. However, we are already suffering a shortage of rare metals due to the metal-eating dragon. I would love to offer you my help, but we simply do not have enough raw material to go around.
A metal-eating dragon? What on earth is that?
Excuse me, I've said too much. That information was classified. I hope you can forget you ever heard it.
I see. I understand. You seem really busy, so we'll get out of your way. Excuse us.
It's impossible after all. But what could he mean about a metal-eating dragon?
Like I thought, the engine's our biggest problem here. This, I'm sorry to say, is beyond my skills.
Safety is a huge concern. If we can't overcome this, then we may have to cancel the entire project.
Is it really that difficult to make an engine?
I think I've come up with a method to make it. I did do quite a bit of research after all. But to be quite honest, I'm afraid to go through with it. This project is a considerable challenge.
Aw, when you put it that way, I'm losing my confidence. But if you're going to support me, Logy, I think I might be able to do it.
You really don't have a care in the world, do you? This isn't child's play. Do you understand?
I'll do my best. So, what ingredients do we need?
Let's see. There's a lot required of us, but what's most important is a source of energy. What we decide to use as the source will greatly affect our results. We'll need to synthesize one.
The rate of success there is extremely low, which makes building an airship very difficult. That said, are you gonna make the power source yourselves? I'm starting to get a little worried.
Not you too, brother. From what you two are telling me, it does sound very difficult.
If only we could fly using magic, things would be a lot easier.
Brother, that's not funny.
Magic. If we could gather materials that way, it would certainly make our jobs easier. It might be a long shot, but maybe she knows something that could help us.
I see. That damn metal-eating dragon! It started building its nest again, huh?
Is something the matter, Duke? You look so serious.
I caught wind of a pretty nasty rumor from some guys over at the branch office. Do you know about the dragon that eats metal? I wouldn't blame you youngins if you didn't.
Soul just mentioned something about that. Something about it being a big problem lately.
He did, huh? I guess it's more than just a rumor then.
Can you tell us about this dragon? We've never heard of this thing before.
Well, it's a huge dragon. I'm sure it's lived for ages. As you probably guessed, it eats metal.
It really is a dragon then? And it still lurks in these lands?
This monster builds its nest towards the west, and it usually doesn't move too far from it. When mating season comes around, it starts taking metal from all over and stashing it in its nest.
That's very interesting behavior.
Whoa, that's scary. I never knew that.
It's not really out to harm humans. It's just a real pain in the ass when all your metal gets stolen. That said, we certainly don't want to provoke the beast, so we generally steer clear of its path.
That's why Soul wanted to keep it a secret. It makes sense now. Say, if we were able to go to that dragon's nest, would we be able to find some strong rare metals?
Huh? Logy, you're not thinking of... Absolutely not! It's way too dangerous!
She's right. It's not the toughest thing in the world, but a dragon's a dragon. A bit much for you kids.
Not the toughest? It's a dragon!
Oh, there's some pretty bad dragons out there, but you can set that aside for now. If you insist on going to the nest, I advise you avoid confrontation. It's just out of your league.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning.
Logy, are you really going to the dragon's nest?
Yeah, it's the only lead we have to find our rare metals. We have to take the chance.
That sounds like a lot of work. If only there was a way to avoid the dragon.
Hey, there you are! Do you guys have a minute?
Oh, it's you, Wilbell. What do you want?
That's no way to greet someone! What's got you in such a bad mood?
Sorry, Wilbell. We're actually really busy trying to build our airship right now.
Ah, you did mention that alchemists can't fly through the skies. That must be really rough.
We're working our butts off to get this dreadnought built. It feels so hopeless.
Apparently it's really difficult to make the engine for this kind of airship.
What's an engine? That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. To put it simply, it's... Which is just a simplistic overview, but I think you get the general idea. Did it make sense?
I have no idea about the inner workings, but the bottom line is that you need more firepower?
That's right. And the output isn't very stable when we use normal materials.
I see. Hey, I have an idea. Do you want to make a deal with me?
You aren't going to suggest lifting the dreadnought with magic, are you? It's not that simple.
No. I happen to have some information that you two may find very interesting.
What would that be?
I'm searching for spirits as part of my training, and I finally got some info on a really strong one. We call it the Fire Lord, and it's lived in the wastelands to the west since ancient times.
The Fire Lord? Don't tell me you're suggesting we use a spirit inside the engine.
What are you talking about? That's not even close to what I'm suggesting. I'm trying to say that if you ask that fire spirit, it might know about some very strong materials.
I see. A spirit might know a lot of things that we don't.
However, the Fire Lord appears to be in a foul mood right now. A contract with it may be impossible. So, I want the two of you to get him back into a good mood. You need that information anyway, right?
You do have a point, and that sounds like a solid lead.
Then it's decided. I'm counting on you two.
I know it was convenient for us, but are you sure she's not just pawning her work off on us?
Now. Let's go meet the Fire Lord, shall we? have a moment? I have something I would like to ask the two of you.
Hey, what can I do for you, Escha? If you're looking for a husband, well then, look no further.
You're such an idiot. So what can we help you with?
The truth is,
I see. So you need to do something about this dragon and gather all the rare metals you're looking for.
We've been told to avoid confrontation at all costs, but are dragons really that tough?
As you know, dragons can fly and breathe fire that can melt the strongest metal.
Well, they're definitely not the kind of creature that you want to get into a fight with.
but we desperately need the metals that this dragon is supposedly collecting.
Could we avoid having to fight it and simply take the metal from its nest?
I wonder. Perhaps if you catch it when it's out on a hunt, you might just be able to.
It would be really bad if it came back before we could leave, though.
So you want the dragon out of its nest, right? I might have just what you need.
Really? Don't go spouting off some more nonsense again.
Oh, come on now. Don't you underestimate a good treasure hunter. Here, take a look.
A dragon ward. This might have the effect we're looking for.
What is that thing? It smells very interesting.
It's a very valuable charm that's been in use by hunters since ancient times.
When you're near a dragon's nest, toss this bad boy in there and find some cover. If you're lucky, it should try to run away from the smell and fly away.
I see. So if we make one of these that's really strong and throw it in, we might avoid the dragon.
We should try this out for ourselves, Mr. Rafer. Could you show us how to make one of those?
Yeah, sure thing. But if the dragon sees this, it'll lose its effect.
So if you're going to use it, you have to catch the dragon off guard.
I understand. I hope we don't have to fight the dragon with this.